Ah!
this is Russ, hijacking Jobs' stream.
Ah! You know what? Russell can only be my interpreter for the day. He's gonna go ahead and say all the Jobs quotes.
You bet I'm not.
You say all those damn Jobs quotes or else.
I don't feel like diving balls deep into Jobs' vocabulary right now.
What the fuck? Gabe, you what, mate?
That old geezer. Safe my ass.
Ugh.
You look like you're having fun. Just what are you doing?
Huh? Ah, Naomi. Perfect timing.
You seem relaxed. The quarantine's got everyone in a fit.
Yeah, I know. I just escaped from the middle of that mess.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, let's talk inside. I can't let them find me here.
Huh. Where's little guy at anyway? Probably at the FBI office in DC.
Probably.
Unbelievable. And so you brought these bones with you?
Well, yeah. Can you reconstruct them?
Didn't they say that those bones were contagious?
How do you know this tells us anything?
They might have.
But you'll do it, right?
I'm pretty sure they did. This ain't gonna end well. Because he's about to touch those bones.
I can see
Well, she's probably gonna wear gloves.
Fine.
I would hope so.
I'll reconstruct the body. You take the head.
I can see why your marriage didn't last very long.
Damn! Low blow! Healing touch! Enticed by the devil. I'm ready to go ahead and question if the corpse that we're looking at is Albert Sater.
Hmm.
The devil.
My son, huh? He probably could have been talking to CR1 at the time.
What? Is that your voodoo hotline again?
Voodoo hotline.
Now.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm counting on you, Doctor.
The devil, huh? What did you see?
This is probably the skeleton of Albert Sater. Brought back from the U.S. and England.
I've been looking for you.
Well, what are you doing in a place like this?
Don't be that way. I could be pretty useful, you know.
Oh, little guy's back.
I'm sure you could, if you told me what the government knows.
I don't really know anything. The army's on the move, though.
Fine, whatever. You can at least help me with this.
Yes, of course. That's why I came.
There's no telling who these things belong to.
Right. Say, who was here a moment ago? Friendly guy.
An old friend. Jealous?
No, that's not what I meant.
I'm joking, little guy.
Oh, I see.
Our goal is to determine who's scientists. Sex, race, age, and the time and cause of death.
That's going to be difficult with no additional info.
I'm well aware of that. Still, we'll have to do our best. First, we'll have to reconstruct the skull. It's not very likely to help us determine the cause of death.
Doctor, the pieces may be contaminated. Use protective gear. I'll get you a sterilized suit and a mask.
Yes,
There's your answer there.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
The skeleton kept hidden in the bowels of your cellar. Who are you? Where'd you come from? Let's begin. Show me how your light flickered out.
Brought back Rugged Dr. Gabriel Cunningham, age 6 and Rachel as of yet unknown. We don't even know who these bones belong to. Here we go. This isn't a surgery.
I just said what I was thinking and didn't say.
Where did you go? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you go from the cut dodge hole? Oh, okay, ladies. Yes. Alright. No, this ain't going anywhere. Not yet. I feel like I don't have enough pieces, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm being superstitious at the moment. Oh, okay, I gotta turn this shit. Alright, we're doing as the world turns. Oh, okay. Okay. You know, I feel like I'm reconstructing a United States map here. I mean,
That's so.
it sure as hell feels like it.
I would be careful handling the Texas state. You don't want to catch Ebola.
Shut up. I don't know. This side's complete. Let's move on to the next side. Whoa! Shifting. The eyes of the world are shifting me. They're shifting my legs. Okay, so this is going to be a little difficult to figure out which one goes where, but I'm just going to go ahead and turn every piece around, see what fit. See if it looks like... Oh, that one looked like it fit. It didn't stick.
You should do the tried and true method of picking the pieces up and throwing them on the bench and seeing if they fit together.
On the bench. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's not. Let's not do that. We can't have that going on. I think that last one's East Carolina. That's like Missouri, dude. Missouri. I think Legends is playing along here. We're gonna try to guess what states are which. I haven't seen Texas yet. Nothing can look like Texas. Nothing. When things don't look like Texas. Nope. Mwah. Okay, so. No, that's not fitting. Oh, that looked like it fit.
Damien, have you considered using Nibit or MIRC or XChat or something besides Java?
Java won't let me join the POCC chat anymore. Oh yeah, Java can go kiss my fat black ass. Of course. There we are. I think this puzzle is coming together nicely now. E. Oh, I see you. Okay. Okay. You fit. You fit there. Moose missed that on a lot of the antics of this game. I think
Yeah.
yeah, he should have been here for a while. So I started. I mean, when I did my first endoscopy mission.
Honestly, I think Moosh came in for the best part, though.
Oh, cat joke. I mean, when we made all the cat jokes, and they just said that that Dalby literally was about to eat the cat.
Yeah.
And you clearly let the jokes flow through you that day.
Of course.
This will happen more often, you see.
Yeah. It gave me really bad diarrhea, and I really don't want to experience that again.
You know, just because you don't want to experience something, don't mean you have much of a choice, you know? Like, it's like, what's the word? Actually, there is no word for that. Point is, letting the jump flow to you, it happens, I mean, everybody gets one. It happens to everybody at least once. Sometimes, letting it flow, the best way to live. Because by that point you can stop giving a shit about everything. You can let go of your earthly desire. Oh my god, why?
I just...
The skull is made of weak natural bone, not powerful synthetic. And no resistance to blood trauma. Oh, is this like a shop using all of this synthetic bone that I've been freaking using all day today?
Yes, orthopedics is ridiculous. There's just no getting around it.
You know what? I wish orthopedics was like that in real life. That way everybody will move like robots. We'll actually have more robots in today's society. And we're gonna also have to do something about, metal detectors at the airport by that point, though. I mean, sure, it can still pick up drugs. At least I would hope so. But by that point, we might want to seriously consider reworking our, whatchamacallit. Basically, we want to go ahead and try to rework everything. Alright. I get the feeling that may or may not be part of the head. Not entirely certain. I need more info. I can't put this there. Yeah, come on. Work with me here, you stupid piece of... There we go. You worked with me. I like it when things work with me, damn it. Okay. If my hand wouldn't shake so much, I wouldn't have much of a problem like this. You know, I know there's this whole lesson where you're gonna hear, you're only human, you can only stay still for so long, but no. There are some supernatural, inhuman feats that I want to pull off.
Yeah, I always thought it'd be cool to have the kind of control over your body that Tibetan monks do. They can change their internal body temperature just by breathing.
Yeah, because they decided to let go of their earthly tether, they entered the void, and they became wind. They emptied and became wind, right. Right, they have to empty first. They have to empty everything out, including the jumps flowing through. Oh, right, I have to empty the jumps. That means I end up becoming a changed man. I end up becoming a pure. And no, I do not want this.
Yeah, Job's letting go of that earthly tether is something I can never see happening.
Yep. I gotta have my earthly tether, damn it. That elderly tender? Elderly tender? It helps. It helps in more ways than one. No, this ain't. Wait. Thank you. No. We'll go down. Oh. It just kind of stuck out to me like a sore thumb right there as soon as I started looking a little harder. I had to look more harder. No. That works. I don't know what state I just put in. Or that.
It looks sort of like Michigan with a tumor coming off the top. Imagine if the actual planets could have tumors, and if excising them actually spewed lots and lots of lava that just all of a sudden destroyed planets. So planets can have tumors.
What?
It's called Homo sapiens.
Oh, so we're the cancer that's killing the planet.
That got really dark really fast. I'm sorry. That was supposed to be a stupid joke, but
yeah, but when you look, when you look at it, when you have that kind of hindsight, yeah, it got dark. California goes there.
California, where the wind? No. We're on the San Jose fine of California. Okay, LAFOI. I need to go back and watch that movie again.
Californication?
No.
Right, yo.
No, when I did Awana quizzing, for some reason, we were trying to get the vocabulary down, and the guy's word was fornication. He couldn't remember it for the life of him. I said, it sounds like a state. And the teacher gave me this glare, like, what?
Oh, understandable why she would give him a glare when he said fornication, since we all know what that means.
Well, that was actually the word he was trying to guess.
What?
I don't remember it.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and take a wild crack and get that, doing this whole puzzle. He's probably gonna end up getting infected because because it leaked through a suit. Because hey, that's what happens to the nurses here in Texas.
Yep. So the second nurse who got Ebola, she was diagnosed on Tuesday. She was on a plane on Monday.
Yeah. Thank you for explaining the virus, actually. I probably shouldn't have called her that. But for fuck's sake, man. Come on. What happened to staying at home when you're clearly sick with one of the deadliest viruses on the planet?
So, to be fair, Ebola is at least harder to spread than some viruses. Like, you need direct contact with body fluids to get it.
Even so, man. Direct contact with body fluids. Right. All they gotta do is just sneeze just once in a public place, and suddenly bioterrorism. It's the most innocent form of it.
Not like that. They'd have to sneeze directly onto somebody.
Okay, but in this game, they're fighting Ebola. Kinda.
Right.
They're fighting a super version of Ebola or something. Do people bleed from every orifice in real life when they have the Ebola virus?
Not quite like they portray it here.
Because that is a serious shit if that's the case, man. Like, holy hell.
it's not quite as scary as this game is.
They took it up a notch though when they made the supervisors make people bleed from every orifice.
Yep.
Where they made a biohemorrhagic fever even worse. I mean, we already know biohemorrhagic fevers are pretty damn bad enough as it is.
Yep.
Does it make them cough up blood like that too? Or no?
I think so.
Oh, so they do.
I honestly don't know quite as much about Ebola as I should.
I am surprised you do not. You... Okay then. Well, I guess we can't... I mean, we don't... I mean, I guess we can't know everything at the moment.
All the fragments that were given to him have been placed. Does this mean
Nebraska.
there's a missing piece of bone?
Louisa Nebraska.
In any case, it can't be fully put together in this state. Unless the missing section is found, there's nothing more that can be done to this skull.
How much you want to bet the cat ate it? The missing pieces were in that cat that we just shut the poop down. Okay.
Yes. It's a blood stain. Could it belong to this individual? If it was caused by physical trauma, then there's something unusual about it. That would be...
There's too much blood. Oh wait, there's no clothing damage. I could say poor fashion disease. I mean, that would kill a person, right?
I think that's it.
Yes. There's no damage to the clothing. Either there's a reason why, or this blood didn't come from this person. Is this a key? For what?
Oh, that was a lucky find. That key. It's like Resident Evil. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot to bring my mic down this whole time. But apparently everybody could hear me, otherwise they would have informed me earlier.
Maybe little guy will be able to
So actually, I've just been guessing what you're saying based on normal Jub's responses and going off that.
I will bite your jugular out.
Like, right now, I can't hear you, but I'm guessing you just threatened to bite my jugular out.
Is this a syringe? And drugs?
The syringe and drug.
If this skeleton belonged to someone with a criminal history, whoever this is might be kept in the FBI's criminal database. If I ask Little Guy about this, it might be easy to find out just who this person is. Hey, little guy, can you tell me what this key is for?
Do you place the red jewel in the angel statue now? No, sir, I do not. This isn't exactly Resident Evil yet.
The key.
I honestly should have played the Dual Shock edition when I played Resident Evil that day, or last year. Because I really wanted to hear that very stupid sounding version of the basement music.
Oh well, you'll just have to make do with your murder crows.
The key.
This is a very unique key. It involves magnetism.
Magnets? What could a key like that be used for?
Probably a safe or something else high security. Oh, there's a number on it as well.
I see. Can you find out where whatever it goes to is located?
I can look into it, but
What's wrong? Is there a problem?
we don't have a clue where this key came from. It'll take a long time to find out any specifics about where this key goes.
That's fine. It's still better than me trying to find this out by myself, right?
Well, we are a nationwide organization. Fine, I'll take the key.
I'll let you handle this then.
The key was given away.
Little guy, I need you to analyze something.
Yes, of course. Oh, what's this?
I found this in the deceased's personal articles. I get the feeling that it may be drugs.
I see. So you want me to run this through a criminal database?
You're good at picking up on these things.
This is the kind of thing that we do at the FBI, after all. I'll look into what's in these ampules and see if the syringe has been used. It's going to take a while, so you'll have to give me time.
Of course, I'll keep investigating the corpse.
Alright, so.
The missing area of skull is the section from the mental tubercle to the angle. Chloe had swallowed pieces of human bone. Don't tell me.
Uh huh. Yep. We got the pieces of. We got the last skull fragment from a goddamn cat.
So it was like I thought. After Chloe swallowed the bone fragments, the mysterious foci appeared in her body. There's something in this bone, some kind of pathogen.
Alright. So we got a deceased bone that's been obtained. The bone fragment had begun to adhere to digestive tissue.
Oh, Dr. Kimishima, that man came by a moment ago.
That man? Who are you talking about?
The, friendly guy. He said something about having finished reconstructing the body.
Oh, Dr. Cunningham.
Ah, you mean Gabe. Alright, now we can observe the corpse as a whole.
I've gone ahead and put the skull with the rest of the skeleton. You can look at them whenever you like.
Alright.
Good.
Foci.
You're on top of
Foci.
things. Can you tell me what you've observed from it?
Oh, right. There wasn't much to get from the body, though. The person was roughly 185 centimeters tall. A histologic examination of the bone detected 15 types of amino acids remaining. There was also a very high concentration of nitrogen. I've sent the results of the analysis to your computer. Please check it out when you need to.
Good. I'll look into it. It's possible to examine the body now, too.
Okay. Nitrogen, huh? I guess I'll go ahead and check out the body. Perfectly restored. Good work. Okay.
What is this damage to the joint?
Someone kicked him in the knee pretty damn hard.
It looks like it hurt.
I know, right?
It's hard to think that an external force could cause this kind of effect. Yes. The femur is completely broken.
Well, it looks like somebody struck his leg with a bat.
But why? In a human skeleton, the femur is...
The tastiest bone, of course. It has to be the tastiest bone ever. Everything I've known is wrong.
Yes. It was the same in the case when that girl Veronica was thrown off the bridge. But the femur is the strongest among all the bones in the human body. What could have broken it so easily? this. These scratches on the bone look like an area that's been shaved off.
Somebody took a nail filer and tried to shave that off. Couldn't get to the bone marrow, huh?
Looks like I need to look into what caused this damage.
Okay. So, I'm not gonna really be able to get much out of that.
I might look at the skull.
It's hard to think that an external force could cause this kind of effect.
Front of the skull, that is. Oh, never mind.
Well, if you feel like going on a wild ride, I could go ahead and keep checking his bones all day.
Okay. Let's go back to the computer and start it.
I don't think I'm particularly done here yet, though. I get the feeling that there's something out there I could grab. Just the shavings right there, yes. But it doesn't seem like it looked like somebody took a shotgun and blew out the whole damn rib cage. That's for certain. Still think that this is probably the skeleton belonging to that guy that apologized to CR1. We seen him apologizing to him.
Well, only one way to find out.
Here we were thinking that, here we were theorizing that Albert was the one who caused the tyrant virus outbreak.
Little guy, can I bother you for a moment?
Both sides full C, both acceptable. Foci if you were to go with the proper Latin pronunciation. You could go with the Latin. You could go ahead and do a Latin chant about Foca.
Focus, Foci, Foco, Focum, Foco, Foci, Foco, and Focus, Focos, Focus.
Good God, damn it! You actually did it.
That was just declining the noun.
Shut up! You totally did it. You totally did the thing.
I want your opinion on this fractured femur.
Oh, okay. Just a second.
Well, anything?
Wow. Huh. What's this? This bone is hollow on the inside. I'm not surprised it broke if it was like this.
Did this fracture occur while the person was still alive?
I can't say about the fracture, but the loss in bone density must have occurred while the person lived.
It seems safe to assume that the fracture was caused by the decrease in bone density then.
Huh. So in other words, it basically broke easily due to that.
Yep.
Hey, little guy, can you analyze this marking here?
Yes, of course. Let's see.
How does it look? Can you learn anything from it?
Yes, first of all, the damage was done recently. There's no discoloration on the bone tissue in the area that had been damaged.
I see. Does this mean that whatever happened here occurred after the person died?
That's right. I don't think it could have happened any other way. From looking at the damaged area, it seems the bone had been shaved away using a tool, like a router.
Not an internet router.
I was gonna say. I was only gonna test it.
Quick, aim the Wi-Fi signal at the phone to shake it away.
A reason why section up the bone research that you have been shaped out. Perform plastic surgery, of course.
It all makes sense now.
That's right. The staff at USAMRID was using this bone for research.
Is USAMRID an actual organization?
I don't think so. I don't know though.
Yes, I mean United States of America Military Research Institution, something. I would think the second I and the D stand for something, but it does sound pretty plausible if I were able to guess that much.
United States of America Military Research Institute for Identification of Diseases.
I suppose that's probably the case.
Yes, you need small fragments for the high detail analysis. That's likely what happened to
Fantastic.
What do you know? It does exist. United States Army Medical Research Institute of Infectious Diseases.
Oh. And that's basically, I mean, that's what Samuel was working at when he got infected then. They say he was working with the bones and then he got infected with the disease all of a sudden.
Yup.
And then the military actually planned to try to cover up the whole thing.
What's wrong?
The researcher at USAMRID was infected while he was studying this bone. Using a router on the bone would cause particles of pulverized bone to be ejected in the air. If the researcher came down with the disease after performing that procedure, then...
Maybe you combine that with diseased bone.
The damage done to the arm was done. Oh.
We'll combine the diseased bone with samples taken.
Ah, diseased bones. Nope.
Oh, never mind. Okay, try analyzing the joint damage.
Oh, right, joint damage.
Little guy, I need this damage analyzed.
Right away.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Bone abrasion caused this damage.
Bone abrasion? What do you mean?
Normally, wherever bones meet, there's a layer of fibrocartilage. In this case, the knee. That pad is known as the meniscus. That prevents damage like this from occurring in most people's bodies. The signs of wear I see here are consistent with the bones grinding together.
Ow!
My dad tore his
So these
ACL and
abrasions
meniscus.
here were apparently
Not
caused
fun.
Ah! Damn!
That took a long time to recover from.
Son of a bitch! The scratches on the bones in the knee were caused by animals gnawing on it, of course.
Yep, he was attacked by angry raccoons.
That's right. They somehow managed to grab a scalpel off the doctor's desk. They ran in. They performed an incision on the leg and just gnawed on it like a bunch of adorable little critters.
Indeed. This bone was caused while the person was still alive and moving. But what would cause this to happen? Abnormal decrease in bone density with the lack of cartilage. What we can deduce from these two events is
Weakened skeletal system. Well, of course, it could probably be. I mean, none of the other answers sound ridiculous, ludicrously stupid, but. Weakened skeleton.
yes. Both these conditions indicate a weakening of the skeletal system. Furthermore, I believe that both these processes happened while the person was still alive. If these conditions allow us to infer anything, it would be that this person was severely debilitated by the time of death.
Damn. Oh.
Maybe diseased bone with the weakened skeletal system?
all they did.
You did?
Yeah, I just tried to deceased
No,
bones. We
I
can
thought
still.
you. No, you combined it with the other one, did it? Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah, I
That
did.
card moved on me.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
Maybe.
I'll
Did you
see.
analyze the blood stain yet?
Oh yeah, I totally didn't.
Is this a bloodstain?
Right. I need you to check the skeleton's DNA and see if that blood came from the same person.
No problem. Give me a
I
moment.
thought blood was supposed to be black by that time.
So, I want to
Do you have
complain
the
here.
results yet, little guy?
DNA analysis does not take that. No,
Hmm?
it's a long process. It takes weeks, not minutes.
The results just came in. It seems that the DNA matches. The blood's from the same person.
Huh, I see. If that's the case, what kind of hemorrhaging is it? If this hemorrhaging wasn't caused by physical trauma, then...
Mm. Memorizing, huh?
Did you examine the ribcage card? Whose name I do not know.
No,
Oh, I
he.
told you that one. Never mind.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Oh, try combining that with the weakened bone, maybe?
No.
No, I mean the weakened bone and the blood nitrogen concentration.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
Okay, try exiting the computer and see what happens.
Okay. Gotta match your DNA.
Hey, little guy. Could you...
Oh, I gotta analyze it twice.
Sure. Haven't I already analyzed this for you, Dr. Kimishima?
Yes, but I want to know more details.
Like what?
We know now that the bloodstain comes from the same person as these bones, but there was no obvious damage to the deceased's clothing. Can you investigate in detail into what kind of hemorrhaging would have caused that bloodstain?
I see. Alright. Can you give me some time for that, please?
Of course. I'll be counting on you.
Dr. Kimishima.
Remember that they're in the year 20 something. You would think. I would like to just hand wave in and say that medicine has evolved a lot.
The syringe.
That doesn't change the
Was in
fact
case?
that it takes time to compare DNA.
I know. Hey, this isn't CSI Miami. You can at least be happy for that.
I can.
There is no ridiculous camera zooming to the point where you can see a clear face on a reflection.
A reflection off of his eyeballs just to make it worse.
Oh, yes. It's about that. Interferon, acyclovir, ribavirin, lamivudine.
Slow down a second. What are you talking about?
It's the medicines that were confirmed to be in the syringe and the ampules.
All that was in there?
Seriously, I don't understand. Every antiviral drug on record is in this list.
Antiviral drugs.
There was even an ampule of Ashvin's in there, too.
Ashford's?
It's a medicine that hasn't been fully authorized by the FDA. It's an excellent antiviral drug, but there were some problems with side effects.
Just what were these reported side effects?
Okay, let's see. Ashvin's is an antiviral drug.
He used this hyperbaric time chamber. He could analyze dozens of DNA samples with it and increase his power level tenfold. Good one, Legends. Let's go with that.
It draws on the patient's calcium to suppress viral activities. If used in excess, the subject will become calcium deficient.
Calcium? Wait a minute. You think the victim probably used Ashvin's on himself and he decreased the calcium when taking calcium as a Okay, that explains why his bone got fucked up so badly.
The body then draws calcium from the bones and it leads to all sorts of complications.
A drug that robs calcium from the bones.
Well, that isn't its purpose, of course, but that is what happens.
I see. Something bothers me about this, though. The deceased had a large amount of antiviral drugs in his possession, along with a dangerous, unapproved drug that caused calcium deficiency in the human body.
Alright. Let's combine that!
Together. The large amounts of antiviral drugs found in the corpse's personal effects, and an ampule of ashfins, a dangerous antiviral reagent. The reason that ashfins was never approved was because...
Uncontrollable crying, of course. I mean, humanity and society definitely approves of uncontrollable crying, right?
Right.
Indeed, ashfins consumes large amounts of calcium from the human body. A 50-kilogram person's body contains roughly 1 kilogram of calcium. 99% of that is in the bones and teeth. In other words, the side effect of the ashfins drugs is...
Formation of tumors, of course. I mean, I just got you chipping off a bunch of tumors off of a little girl's skeleton.
Yes. What first comes to mind would be an abnormal decrease in bone density. Considering the information that's been gathered so far, this person likely administered the ashfins drug to...
Random strangers.
Yes, themselves. The first piece of evidence supporting that is...
That's a femur.
the complete fracturing of the femur, the strongest bone in the human body.
Hey, I got a question. Let me go ahead and ask you a really stupid question. No, the femur is supposed to be the strongest bone in the human body. We know that. But, does it stay strong when you picked it off of the first skeleton, right?
If you're gonna ask about clubbing,
Well, I mean, look at Cubone. Cubone is probably using a femur. That's probably why he uses it as a weapon.
es posible, yo supongo.
What?
Nothing, I just felt like random Spanish.
You know, you alien!
Continuing on, the second
Alien.
point would be...
The second point would be... loss of meniscus.
Yes, the loss of the meniscus in the left knee.
I had 5 surgeries in my left knee! Rey Mysterio! There's a wrestler named Rey Mysterio who had 5 surgeries in his left knee. I would think that his meniscus is gone by now. That's probably why he ain't wrestling and God knows when.
If his
Thus, we can
meniscus
deduce
is
that the person's
gone,
endoskeletal system...
very, very, very bad things happen.
Uh,
You know, my dad, in one of his knees now, has a dead man's meniscus.
a dead man meniscus.
Yeah.
You mean you can actually donate a meniscus?
Yep.
Huh. Guess that's how things work nowadays, huh? You don't have to go around finding you have to go around finding dead people just to go ahead and get a replacement for things. So would this actually be able to work to replace other people's arms and such?
You would have big problems there because you'd have to reconnect all the nerves and blood vessels. And I don't think we're at the point yet where we can do that.
I see. So medicine hasn't come that far.
Or maybe we are, I don't know.
Well, okay, explain to me the concept of robotic arms.
was due to the side effects of the
I don't know exactly how I think those work in very general sense of like they can detect when there's an impulse going through the nerves and use that to kind of switch grip to the hand on or off. I think I don't know nearly as much about this as I should, to be completely honest.
I see.
Okay. Try exiting the computer. Try saving, by the way.
Yeah, that triggers a lot. I don't think I finished finding everything on the skeleton just yet.
Oh, that seems to be everything. Okay.
Try sending everything to Little Guy to analyze then.
Alright, little boy. Or little guy. Little man. Little chicken little.
Try having him analyze the diseased bone.
I need this bone analyzed, little guy. Be careful with it. There's a danger of infection.
Whoa, can you warn me a little sooner next time? Give me a moment, please. Let's see here.
Well, did you find anything?
No, I've checked it out, but there's nothing especially unusual about it.
Is that so? That's odd.
What's so odd about that?
This is the bone that Chloe swallowed. When she did, the same black focus that the patients in the quarantine zone had showed up inside her body. According to what Gabe said, the serviceman who had been investigating this bone
Contaminated by radiation. Because he got a chance to become the Incredible Hulk.
That's not how it works.
So,
Of course.
in other words,
No, you get to go ahead, you get infected by, gamma radiation, and all it takes is just to turn that frown right side up, and turn green.
This kills people.
Not everybody. Only one man lived through it. Bruce Banner!
Okay. Pure evil. That's what's happening.
Conspiracy evil.
right. This bone carries a virus that triggers the hemorrhagic fever.
Virus? But this is just a skeleton. A virus requires living cells from its host in order to multiply. So, this virus not only survives the host's death, but can continue within a skeletonized corpse.
Okay, so it's went to Ebola all of a sudden. We thought it was Ebola, but it's on a brand new scale.
It's impossible.
Yup.
Which means that the quarantine zone is no good.
Yup.
The military is counting on everybody dying out and the virus is dying in people's bodies, but that's not going to happen. The dead bodies, even the dead bodies can pass the disease.
Yup.
The military is being stupid all of a sudden. Something.
Yup.
That's not like you.
No,
Calm down.
to be fair, they probably didn't know this much.
I'm sure they did. I mean, their researcher kind of caught it, so.
Yeah, the researcher ended up catching it, and that put the research on hold.
Everything we've seen up until now has taught us something. That there are diseases out there in the world
Duh.
that defy all our understanding and what we think of as common sense.
Guilt.
Alright, let's assume that it is a virus. That doesn't mean that all the mysteries have been solved. How does this virus live inside this skeleton? And why aren't we infected with the hemorrhagic fever after we've handled the bones?
I really can't say at this point. It's possible this person was infected with the virus. Or perhaps the skeleton had been contaminated after death. In any case, we'll need to continue investigating this in more detail.
Right.
However, I can explain why you and I haven't contracted the hemorrhagic fever.
What? How?
Well, according to what Gabe was told by the assistant secretary,
Okay, the researcher probably was shaving it. It probably got airborne and he got caught through an airborne infection. That's not it. Spring infection.
So, airborne just means it can pass through the air on its own. If he was shaving it and a fragment flew into the air, and he inhaled the fragment, that would be different.
But that's not an airborne, so that doesn't count as an airborne infection?
That doesn't count as airborne infection.
Then what do they count that as?
That counts as making contact with infected tissue.
I see. So if he inhaled it, then that kind of counts as an oral infection then. But still, blood infection isn't. I mean, they say an airborne infection is impossible. Something is impossible. This is.
Gabe went in the room with him, which means, by extension,
Airborne infection is impossible then.
bingo.
Okay then.
That's right. They concluded that an airborne infection was impossible. This was because the infection wasn't spreading within New Samarid. If that's the case, it's unlikely that the virus is dispersed through a respiratory vector.
How does it spread?
He was destroying bone power like any normal researcher would. He didn't deserve this fate. He was snorting bone powder.
Well, in Chloe's case, the foci were located in areas where
The foci that on the Chloe. I believe it was in the intestinal tubes.
Was it only in the intestinal tubes, though?
In the stomach.
Was it only in the stomach?
Would you stop? Only in the mouth.
Was it only in the only is a very powerful word, Jobs.
Under the bone fragments. Wow, why did that stick out like a sore thumb?
foci only existed in areas that the bone fragments were in contact with. Taking that into consideration, this virus's route of infection is
But of the child transmission, of course. Probably oral infection then at this point. Like the cat swallowed the bone, and all of a sudden suddenly it got infected with the virus.
I think harder than that, though.
Mucous membrane contact. It's either oral infection or mucous membrane contact.
So, where did you find the virus?
We're talking about the cat, right?
Right.
It was under the bone. It was under a bone that the cat swallowed.
Yes, under the bone, where the bone made direct contact with a mucous membrane.
I forgot that the stomach or anything. I forgot that guts in general, mucous membrane or whatever. I don't know. Guts, man. Guts. Man. No. I didn't mean it like that.
Why did you bring Mega Man into this?
yes.
Because that's how Mavericks are formed.
Transmission.
Oh.
I see. That explains the cat's case at least. But what about the Usamrid researcher? I highly doubt that he'd be chewing on bones.
Of course he's not chewing on them, he's snorting them.
Oh, that just is right.
There must be an explanation for how that other serviceman was infected as well.
Now you can probably combine that with the samples taken.
That's right. Now we're starting to see how the serviceman at New Samrid was infected as well. The virus rests within that skeleton. The route of infection is
Psychic power. Psychic power, damn it.
yes.
I was thinking more aggro crack guts.
Contact with a mucous membrane. Reaching a mucous membrane within the mouth or body causes the virus to infect that person. But there's no way that a researcher would lick or swallow a bone.
He's a dog, man. You got dog tags after all.
However, the Usamrid staff did collect a bone sample for their research.
Okay.
In order to obtain that sample, the researcher
Let's obtain the bones of shaved.
right. He used a router to shave away a portion of the bone. This is likely what caused the researcher to be infected. The reason for this is
Inhaled the bone powder.
Yes. Shaving bone with a router causes particles of bone dust to fly out into the air. It's likely that the researcher inhaled some of that powder while he was working. The powder then carried the infection and made contact with the mucous membranes. That is my hypothesis to explain the infection of the Usamrid researcher. Yes, it seems that these can be combined. These bones passed on the viral hemorrhagic fever via contact with mucous membranes. And whoever this was, they had been taking large doses of antiviral drugs along with a dangerous unapproved one. It's likely that this person was...
a drug addict. I would say using himself as a test subject with all those drugs. Nope.
How could I do that?
Okay, infected with the virus. This
individual had been infected with some kind of virus. That virus itself was...
If that's the case, then the cause of death was...
I should stop making conjectures. I need some hard evidence to back these theories up. Hemorrhagic fever causes hemorrhaging from all over the body, along with other various conditions. If we could find traces of that disease...
hemorrhaging from all over.
Is something wrong?
Oh, well, we just received the results from the analysis. It says that the blood stain on the person's clothing contained traces of saliva.
Saliva? If that's the case, then that bloodstain was...
gunshot wound.
Yes, it came through the mouth, likely by being vomited. That would explain why there were no signs of damage to the person's clothing. The bloodstain on the clothing was due to the person...
Alright, we're getting closer to the truth already.
The viral hemorrhagic fever causes bleeding from all over, both internally and externally. Vomiting blood is one of the signs...
You didn't tell me about hemorrhagic fever wasn't that horrible.
This game exaggerates it a bit.
Yeah, you do. A bit. A bit! So is it possible to treat it?
Not really. There's no known cure.
So in other words, viral hemorrhagic fever, once you got that, you're done.
You treat the system, or symptom.
Symptoms. Yeah, but that's like basically one of the symptoms of Ebola. That's like one of the signs that you got the Ebola virus. So in
So
other
if they're
words,
losing a lot of blood, you give them more blood.
let's see.
You try to.
So how does one even begin treating the Ebola virus? Like, is there any known treatments or anything? Like a vaccine or something?
Nope.
Let's see. So, we know Ebola is a very well-known virus that came from Africa. But like, how did
This person died of viral
Like,
hemorrhagic fever.
how did they stop it before? Did it ever come to the United States before?
No, it was limited solely to Africa before.
Let's see. So this is like the very first time that we got an Ebola outbreak here in the United States.
I'm not even sure I'd call it an outbreak. 2 people were infected, both of them nurses.
Yeah, but we don't know who else is infected. They could probably go around spreading the disease in their own innocent little form of bioterror. Just a little bit, just a thought.
From is
Oh, that didn't work?
What could I do with that?
Okay, clothing was... wound that There was no wound. No female clothing was unchanged. That sounds stupid.
There wasn't a wound on the abdomen, so.
I know it wasn't a wound. That's why I'm in the wiki book.
50-50 shot here, Jobs.
Oh,
That's right. If this person was still alive after having had an attack of vomiting blood, I highly doubt that they'd go on without doing something about the bloody clothes. Thus, the traces of vomit and blood on the clothing indicates that this person died soon after this attack.
solid. Metal Gear Solid evidence.
Cause of death.
Yes. Long before the pandemic that is currently raging broke out, this person caught and died of the viral hemorrhagic fever that caused this quarantine. Who in the world are you?
Dr. Kimishima, if I may,
Go on.
I've noticed something.
I'm all ears.
Well, this antiviral reagent, Ashvin's, it was rejected by the FDA for its dangerous side effects. That, along with the large amount of antiviral drugs, these things aren't available to the general public.
You have a point. Someone who would have access to these things would be...
The health profession, a famous billionaire.
Indeed. It would be someone who has the knowledge of these new drugs and their effects on viruses. It would also be someone who has the authority to obtain such information from the medical community.
That's what I think. Does that help a little?
It's fantastic. Let's move on to the next step. How can we identify this individual, little guy?
But all we have is the skeleton and personal effects.
That shouldn't be a problem. Or is my opinion of you overrated? If this person is in the health profession, then the FBI database should have an entry. By studying the bones, we can narrow down just who this person was.
I'll be right.
Why'd you ask
Okay.
if you already knew the answer to your own question?
We don't have time for complaining. Look up details about skeletons in our forensics database.
Lol.
Send what you find over to my computer immediately.
Yikes. Give me a moment. There, I found them. You want me to send them over to you, right?
Now it's time for the grand reveal. Let's compare the skeleton's characteristics with our information. Then we can confirm just who this person is.
Pelvic bone.
Types of amino acids were detected in the skeleton. There was a very high concentration of nitrogen as well. If I compare this information with the materials available,
I want to go ahead and say something about Albert Sater. Could it be about 5 years ago? Nope!
concentrate. There was a very high concentration. If I could...
2 years ago. Got it! I got solid evidence.
That's right. We can assume that this person died somewhere around 2 years ago. Someone had this disease 2 years ago, long before this pandemic began. This fact alone won't get us anywhere, but if I consider it in light of other information...
And the log. Guts?
Yeah.
Missing something obvious. So we know how to determine age, race, and sex by looking at the body.
Oh, that means I gotta go back and look at the body.
Yep.
There's no damage to the pelvis. We should look at its shape just in case. You can determine something from the shape of the pelvis.
Triangular. Triangular orbital bones.
Is there any information that can be deduced by the shape of the orbital bones? The cranial sutures have begun to fuse, but they aren't completely fused yet. This is what's causing the cranial sutures to resemble broken lines instead of solid ones. I recall that the cranial sutures can tell something about a body.
I'm an idiot for missing the obvious like that. The sutures become visible to the naked eye in the mid-40s, began fusing in the 50s, and have completely fused in the early 60s.
That's right.
This guy's probably in his 40s then.
Death can be determined from the state of the cranial sutures. The cranial sutures here have partially fused, indicating that
Partially
the person's age-
fused. 50s. This man was in his 50s.
Yes.
The guy died about 2
Consistent
years
with
ago.
that of a person in their 50s.
Which makes her wonder.
It means that this person was around 50 years
Makes her
old.
wonder why this person even had this virus that long. I mean, 2 years ago. And now it's starting to come out.
The German physician Blumenbach established a distinction of 5 major branches of human anatomy. One point mentioned in determining a person's race by skeletal features is the shape of the orbital bone.
Is that true? You can determine a person's strength by the skeletal features and the shape of their orbital bones. Is that true?
Yup.
Comparing this with the materials at hand, this skeleton's race is...
There's more differences when it comes to race than just pure skin color, you know.
I see. No wonder racism existed.
indeed.
Yeah,
Skull
that's a
has the
stretch.
characteristics of
No, you see, I don't dislike him because he's black. I dislike him because the shape of his eye socket.
determined by the shape of the
Ew.
According to the materials at hand, this skeleton's gender is...
Solid evidence. So it's a 50-year-old male.
Yes. The
Caucasian
pelvis is
male.
heart-shaped. Thus, we can deduce that this skeleton is male. A Caucasian male in his 50s who died 2 years ago and was familiar with viruses. All the information we need has been gathered. Now we'll be able to figure out whose remains these truly are.
Conclusion reached.
We couldn't identify this body after all. But there is an important fact that I understand now. First, let's sort out what we
Man.
We'll talk later.
This guy has 20 years with green and receives sword from old men. Who is he?
It's the time since death. The card with that is...
What's the time of death? The nitrogen and amino acids, the bones prove that.
Remember, the body's soft tissue was gone before it was found. This suggests that the body wasn't underwater or buried. Next, I have the card stating the gender of the body.
Male skeleton.
Correct. The shape of the pelvis, the face, and bones prove that.
50-year-old Caucasian male.
However, he had a thin build. He could hardly be muscular. Next, the age. This card tells our findings.
The age.
Yes, the cranial sutures have fused with age. This proves that this person was at least in his 50s. It's possible to determine his race as well.
All by the eyes. I didn't even know that was actually real.
My conclusion based on the
Yep.
evidence. Racial differences are mainly exhibited in skull shape. The eye sockets, cheekbones, nose ridge. It's clear.
Jamie, and of course, is probably thinking about Link Skeleton because we get him killed a lot in all of these other classic
This
quests.
is only speculation. But I believe this card shows what he did for a living.
Health professional.
If the items belong to him, he was in medicine. In addition, it's likely that he worked in pathology. Now then, what was the cause of his untimely demise? This card shows that reason.
BAM!
A virus living within a corpse long after the host dies. I don't want to believe it, but bones don't lie. The virus passes into the mucous membranes on contact. He died like the man Gabe diagnosed, hemorrhagic fever. He understood what was happening. He knew why he died. He knew, and it shows in the last words he had to say.
My son, forgive me. I was enticed by the devil.
You what?
That is the truth illuminated by the light of this life.
Huh. The forensic case wasn't as long as I thought.
Oh, this one's a shorter one.
He's...
Hey, you listening? Where are you going?
Just be quiet and follow me. We need to talk to the chief. Chief, I'd like to speak with you.
What did you say?
It may be hard to believe, but listen to me, please. The bones Gabe came here with contained the infectious virus. But since the infection is not carried by air, the chances of these bones being a source of pandemic is low. However, they may still be a clue to finding a solution.
I can't believe the two of you could find out so much.
No, this is just a coincidence. Still, Dr. Tachibana should be done with a biopsy on the same virus.
Vector of infection's unknown, but we've ID'd it. You think we'll make it in time?
It's near hopeless. The disease advances too rapidly. The infected will all die before we finish the DNA analysis.
Once you're being realistic.
Is there any other lead we can follow?
This isn't a clue, but I have one more thing I must report.
You must report?
I compared the reconstructed bones to our database. Only one person was a match for the data we had.
Who is it?
Him?
Yes, Albert Sard, a professor of virology. Who
Albert
vanished after
Sard.
the Cumberland College incident.
Yep. He's the mastermind. First response!
Are you ready for the final first response mission of the game?
I'm not gonna like this one, am I? I'm not gonna like it. I know I'm not gonna like it. Well, let's do this. Balls deep.
This mission. Trying to get the achievement for this mission is a living hell, but the mission itself is great.
Hey, where are you going?
They just arrived from on the Resurgam.
I grew up here. At least until I started that fire.
Why did we come here?
We're looking for Rosalia Rosalini, right? It's coming back to me. Crybaby Rose. She was so small and was always sad.
You know her?
What an idiot. I saved her just that one time. But that kid, she remembered me.
She's a ghost.
What do you mean?
A ghost in the shell.
Nothing. Look,
She's a
at least we
ghost
have a
in the
lead.
shell.
Now let's go.
Missing girl.
Ross, Adele. Damn, where is it?
Adele.
These records are over a decade old.
Yep.
Will they help us?
Gotta love
We're
the
not
little
looking for
reference they
records.
dropped there.
I got news 5
Got from under the
years
night
ago.
too.
Someone said that a letter had come for me.
The incident at Cumberland College was 8 years ago. If the letter is 5 years old, we could find Professor Sarch.
They don't know Professor Sart's
Do you
dead.
resent him?
No. I just want to know what happened. I want the truth.
Aaron, Sylvia, these aren't it. Oh, here! Rosalia!
Is that really it?
Look, there's no mistake. It's her. That idiot. The letter doesn't say anything. No return address.
Actually...
Huh?
Look at the picture. Monarch butterflies. But these flowers in the background are cosmos.
So...
Monarchs only stay in America until the end of the summer. That doesn't match the cosmos blooming season.
then you're saying...
Right. This picture wasn't taken anywhere in America.
Where was it taken then?
At the end of the summer, the monarch butterfly. They head south to find Asclepius to feed the larvae.
Heading south? Well, then that means...
Yes. She's in Mexico.
Rose. What the...
Ambulances. Tons of them.
Damn it, there must be something going on. We have to go.
There's a bunch of Resurgams going down the street.
Maria, can you hear me? Come in, Maria, respond. Is that you, Chief? Sorry I'm late.
Maria, get back to Resurgam now.
What's going on?
I don't have time to explain. Just get back here.
All right, let's go.
The ghost you've been seeing is Rosalia Rosalini.
Sorry we're late. Oh, thank heavens. The patients.
Listen carefully to me, Maria. Effective treatment varies depending on how far along it is. I'll tell you which medicines to use for each patient. Come.
You? Why are you here? Save the talking for later. Let's begin the treatment.
Let's let CR1 knows how to. At least he'll be allowed to help, I guess. Kind of weird, he and him as the assistant for once.
How can there be so many patients?
It's not just the infected. The people who are fainting and convulsing are causing secondary injuries.
We just have to do this. I'm going to tell you about the medication, so listen carefully. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there is no cure for the virus. However, its activities can be controlled using existing antiviral drugs. We'll be using an immunoglobulin reagent to specify the onset time. First, select the drug. The reagent is in the white vial. Use the syringe to inject it into the affected area.
Nothing happened. What am I supposed to do now?
Calm down. The drug is also a color reagent. Watch the area until the secondary body's HRP enzyme activity changes color.
Are you kidding me? This is so inefficient. Should I check on the other patient until this reaction kicks in?
I'll leave that decision to you. However, the reaction only lasts for a short period of time.
What?
Yep.
You should
Now
focus
you
on
see the
this
swindle.
Alright, the reaction to the reagent has colored the area. Now inject the antiviral drug in the same color as the affected area. The drug is having an effect. That will suppress the virus's activities for a while.
Damn, even for a while? It can't cure it completely?
Impossible. The conditions will worsen again over time. We have no choice but to re-inject the drug before that happens.
So, you have to memorize which drug works on which patient and keep sticking with it. Goddamn pain in the ass.
So I gotta play a colors game?
There's no
So,
other way.
you wanna know what the real swindle is? Do you know what the achievement for this mission is?
What's the achievement?
Don't use the coloring reagent. There are 14 patients in this mission, and you have to memorize the right color for every damn one of them.
I am not. No!
That was a fun achievement to get. And by fun I mean why? Why, Atlas? Why?
I got it. Damn it. Let's begin. Get ready for it.
She's hemorrhaging a lot. It's from the abdomen.
Beginning hemostasis. Get ready for it.
Ah!
She's flatlining. Charging the AED.
Catapult. Securing an airway. Intubation complete. She can be transported now. There's just no end to this.
You already know what color that one is, you don't need to do that. Okay, first thing you probably want to do is inject the coloring reagent, because it takes a while to kick in. Coloring reagent, Jebs, coloring reagent.
Now wait for a reaction.
Okay, and you can change patients in the meantime, you just have to remember to check back there when it's... Oh, there,
What?
that's the color. Okay, inject the coloring or do that patient first. Just stabilize him really fast.
No!
That's why I said inject the damn coloring reagent! You can't treat the virus until you know what's right. Words. What's right?
Okay.
Give me time to figure out what I'm trying to say.
I'm not gonna lose a single patient here. I am going to do this shit right the way it's meant to be done.
Good luck with that.
How can there be so many? It's not just the people. However,
I am gonna do this right.
agent is in the white file.
Oh, okay.
You say I'm gonna do this right, and the very first thing you do is stab the patient.
I can totally do. Yeah, I am stabby. I am Mr. Stabby. Damn it.
However, you'll be first. The reagent is in the white vial. Use the syringe to inject it into the affected. Calm down. Watch the area. I'll leave that this. You should focus on.
Okay.
All right. The reaction to the reagent. Now inject the antiviral drug of the same. The drug that will suppress the
Okay,
virus.
so as long as the drug is in effect, they're not going to have convulsions and randomly lose health. As soon as it stops, though, you gotta inject them with it again, otherwise they might randomly shake and lose about 20 health.
She's hemorrhaging a lot. It's from the abdomen.
Beginning hemostasis. Get ready for it.
Hold on 1 second.
Securing an airway. There's just no end to this.
Okay, yay, some telephones again. How's my cell phone number? Wonderful.
And there it is. Now inject the drug. Calm down. Okay, good. Hang in there a little longer. Damn it. Vitals don't push.
Remember, before you treat anything else, you need to inject the white drug just so you can know what you're dealing with.
Vitals don't look good. There's the reaction. Inject the... It's working. Just stay put now. Damn it. Vitals don't look good.
Oh, that patient needs more drugs.
Hang in there, okay?
And so does the first patient. And that patient's about to die.
I can't grab the thing.
Okay, that one needs more drugs. And you might want to do a quick check and make sure the other one's drugs haven't run out.
Stay put. Damn it, there's just no end to this. Everything's been treated. Transport her to the hospital.
Okay, get out of there. Finally. Alright, you could. Now fuck off.
I'll be right there.
New patients.
Calm down. Okay, good. Just hang in there a little longer.
Broken arm is about to die.
New patient.
Vitals don't look good. Hang on, I'll treat that.
No!
And keep track of the color drug.
You know what? Fuck it. 14 patients?
Yep.
Oh! What the?
infected. How many people have this damn disease?
Maria, more vehicles are pulling up. We've got 2 more patients.
2 of them? Ugh. Bring them over here. What's the matter? Come on, talk to me. A girl. It was a girl. Collapsed. In the hospital. What?
Maria, keep treating her. I'll contact the military and have them search for the girl.
Got it. Hey, don't worry. We'll make sure we save that.
Okay, you probably want to inject the color agent to this one, then move to the next patient, inject the color agent into there, then come back to check on this one. Oh wait, never mind, this guy doesn't have anything.
The military's found
I'll take it.
New patient.
She's infected with the virus. I gotta inject the aid. The vitals don't
There
look
it is.
good.
Now for the antiviral drug.
Okay, now just treat those 2 wounds real
We'll
fast.
save you no matter what.
So, this guy doesn't have the virus, so you might, after you spray that on, just check with the others and make sure they don't.
Must have been a secondary vector.
Okay, far right is...
These burns are too severe to allow her to be transported like
What the fuck?
Keep an eye on the EKG for signs of ventricular fibrillation.
I'd treat one of those really fast and then... Okay. Okay, the one near the right is rapidly losing health. I'm guessing he's infected.
He's got lacerations.
The one in the red.
Treat these easily. Atta girl, just a little more to go. We'll make sure you're safe. You've got a pulse. Come on, stay stable, just like this. Hey, are you alright? This'll be over with soon. Atta girl, just a little more to go. We'll make sure you're safe. Alright, just stay alive. Now's our chance to transmit.
Like,
Hemorrhaging isn't bad here. Don't worry, you'll be okay. Burns aren't all that severe. I'll treat them. Damn it, vitals don't look good. Hey, are you alright? This'll be over with soon.
bet you he is infected. If I look under his shirt. Yep, he is!
He's infected.
Waiting for a reaction.
There it is. Get the antiviral drugs. All right. Good. That's how it's supposed to go.
Alright.
Patient on the right's about to die, Jobs.
Ah!
Hemorrhaging isn't that severe. Good.
Or just at least treat the small one really fast. Or never mind, just finish up here.
Yeah, I need to finish up.
Let's send this one up for transfer.
Okay, you off!
Burns aren't all that still look good. Hemorrhaging isn't that severe. Good. Don't worry, you'll be okay.
I get the feeling this one right here is probably infected or something. I gotta cut him open. Cut his shirt open.
Come on, hang in there. Don't worry, you'll be good.
Okay, stabilized.
What? The military again?
They've brought 4 more infected patients. Can you do it?
I don't have any other choice. Let's do it.
4 more patients? Seriously?
Yep. I love this mission.
I hate this
Just treat
mission!
this one really fast, he's almost treated.
If he infected though, I'm gonna be pissed.
Lacerations have been treated. Take her in.
Ugh. Infected!
Okay, check the next patient, inject the endling. And then come back to this. Oh, never mind. It's under the shirt. You're not gonna have time, I don't think.
Damn it!
Okay, go back to the first patient really fast and check the color.
Crap, he's hemorrhaging a lot.
Right. Check some stabilizer in there real fast, and then go back to the other one to check the color of the... Okay, one on the right spot to die.
Damn it, that was so good. And the infection. How far is this damn thing spread?
Come on, come on, come on!
You go back to check on the color now.
Infection and lacerations.
Yellow.
Right. I can do this. Keep rolling off my town. Damn it, vitals don't look good. Damn it, vitals don't look good.
You were red. Oh, I fucked them up!
Can't deal with all of them. Damn it, vitals don't look good.
Oh. No!
Just stay calm. You can save these last two.
Man, I don't even know if I can!
Ooh. And that one was yellow, that one was yellow. So inject him with the yellow stuff and look at the other patient. Blue. Okay, he'll stay stable for now if he has no other injuries. So fix this guy's stuff real fast.
Man. Damn it, damn it, damn it! Oh, come on!
Starting intubation. Alright, good. Transport him.
Mm.
Do this. There's nothing.
No,
Ventilation. Ready the AED.
I can't. They're all in use.
Well, time for plan B. You're not getting away.
That could break a person's chest!
it's better than letting them die because their heart stopped.
Why? Wouldn't the bow go into their chest?
It's a very much a last case or last resort treatment thing.
The other doctors, you let the others know the patient's gonna be moved.
You can count on me. If things get hairy, I'll jump in too. Damn it, how many people out there have this?
I fucked this mission up bad!
But you beat it.
I damn near didn't! That was the worst I've ever performed.
Maria, are you alright? We don't know if it's over yet.
Damn it, I'm at my limit. If there's any more, we're all in deep crap. I'm done. Is the transport ready yet? What the hell?
I see Hank, I see Kamoy.
Is it true you brought him here?
Huh? What's that got to do with...
No, you did a good thing. Get everyone, right now.
What? Be serious. Can't you see what's going on here?
I see it just fine. This avalanche is picking up speed. Every second costs lives. I'll be in the conference room.
Damn it, what am I supposed to do? Chief! What are you doing? Hurry up and go! I'll take over here.
What are you saying? I'm the paramedic. You should be...
Can you carry all these lives? Don't be so cocky. Go, Maria. Don't run away from your responsibilities. Damn it.
Son of a bitch.
Hank, Tomoe, everyone, get to the conference room.
Yeah. They said you can't see it. Oh my goodness, another orthopedics mission. It's probably longer than the last one.
This one's shorter, actually. It's the last orthopedics mission of the game.
I'm sure that you resent me. It's only natural. I robbed you of your past and future.
Our best fighter.
I don't resent you. You gave me the life I had to begin with.
I have a question. Does CR1 ever go to medical school? I mean,
What
I
is
know. I know he learned everything he knows from that doctor, but still.
I don't know.
He seems exceptionally young.
Well, he's still older than the prosecutors and Ace Attorney.
Fair point. It's the trauma team. They have assembled.
Are you done? Yes. All right. Everybody here? Roni, take it away.
Yes, Doctor. Let us begin. The outbreak began in Portland and has quickly spread. I have collated and analyzed all the information at hand.
What? Then...
So, do we know what it is? A picture says 1,000 words. Our guest of honor.
is that it?
A Group 5 RNA virus of the Filoviridae family. Yet its nucleic acid does not match any existing data.
So is this a new type of virus?
That's right. We've named it the Rosalia virus. Rosalia.
Rose.
A medical professor at Cumberland College, Albert Sartre, found it in the blood of a girl he had adopted. Ironically enough, he was infected by it and died. Now listen up. This thing's life cycle has 2 stages. First, a dark stage, where it replicates itself undetected.
Let me provide some additional information. In this stage, it fragments itself and infects cells. And there's no way for us to confirm the virus's presence.
That means that only a process of elimination works.
Correct. The only sign is unexplained tumor formation. The Rosalia virus inhibits the tumor suppression gene. The infected cell then replicates, forming a tumor.
So, we can't see the virus, but it'll make tumors. Great.
No kidding. But we're just getting to the best part. Once the latent virus replicates enough, the next step begins. The virus fragments merge into their full form, and then attach to organs and veins, forming colonies. A couple 100 million of them start eating nearby cells. Is that what those bruises are?
That's right. Those black bruises are the dying cell's voiceless screams.
It doesn't end there. The colony continues to grow. Once the colony reaches a certain size, it bursts. There's no way to stop the viruses that break free. Veins, organs, bones, they devour anything they find.
How can we save the infected? Is there any way to stop...
No such method exists.
That's right. The patient has 3 days after the explosion. Excision of tumors and colonies won't eradicate the virus. And as there's no vaccine, all America will die in a week.
7 days? That can't be. So we just give up? Screw that! There is no way in hell I'll...
No. We find the only possible option we have.
Only option? What possibility?
An anti-serum.
An anti-serum?
I was considering that. If the virus came from Rosalia, then she must have been infected with it at that point. But she sent a letter to Maria 3 years later. Doesn't that sound odd to you?
What's so odd about that?
There's no cure, yet she was infected without falling ill. She's a natural host.
Natural host?
An organism that coexists with an infectious virus. We need to get a sample of her blood for an anti-serum. There's no other way.
Rose. Wait a sec, this place is under quarantine. Flights are grounded. How the hell are we gonna get to Mexico?
What else can we do? Sit here, do nothing, and wait to die? Impossible or not, we've got to do it.
My helicopter is on the roof. We need it to get past the quarantine perimeter.
You? Why are you here?
Once this is over, I'll have to arrest you. Got it?
We all owe you one. Thanks.
Oh my. Look at it come down. Anti-serum thing.
Yup.
All right then. Shall we get back to business?
Indeed. This is our fight now. We'll keep this place safe. Let's go.
Trauma team, move out! They're the A team, except we're fighting with guns. They have scalpels and all of that shit.
We don't have enough transfusion packs.
Scalpels and stethoscopes. they doctor. They start doctoring. They're gonna doctor your ass.
Don't glare at me like that. We've got the transfusions.
Rosalia bruises on the back. Might be spinal infection.
So they call it the Rosalia virus.
Let's start. You're in the way. Move it.
What? Hey, guys!
Can't put up with all that noise. What's so funny?
I'm glad you're back. I'm going to rely on you.
You're always making a big deal out of everything. Come on. Let's hurry and get this over with, partner.
Right.
David Schaefer.
Faster mission. Let's go.
Well, do you remember that odd patient we had to get charts for?
Odd patient. Oh, the one with the spinal tumor. Right. This one's condition is very similar to that patient from before. I'm afraid it's the same focus. I see. So this patient also suffers from ependymoma. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Handle the treatment with that in mind. You got it. Let's do this.
We're going in. We're going from behind. Going in from behind through the back door.
All right. We'll need to excise the vertebral arches first. Let's be very sure of what we're doing. Let's keep going and excise the other side.
They established that there is no cure for the virus. Not right now. But they gotta find the actual girl herself. So why are we doing this?
So you can at least try to treat the symptoms as much as you can.
Okay.
Just as we thought. Let's begin extracting the ependymoma. Start by dividing the posterior median sulcus. Careful now. Good. I'm going to continue the excision. We're dealing with a vital piece of human anatomy. So don't mess up, okay?
Hey! Don't move the camera around so much, Atlas. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Why do I gotta do complicated cuts?
Because reasons and non-specific excuses?
Let's just blame Atlas for that. They're doing that too. No!
Yeesh, don't cut corners. Literally.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't cut corners. Don't cut corners. Don't cut corners. Don't cut corners. Whoa. Whoa. Think. You gotta slow down. Good! Yeah, my hands started to get a little antsy here. Atlas is being dicks now. Oh, I'm just exercising. Yeah, right. Okay, okay. They've been dicks. But just about this whole game, really.
Looks like you're on a roll. Alright, we've treated the ependymoma. Now, that's not true. Not true? What are you talking about? I remember now. It's the same as before. What the hell is this? The bruises are moving! I knew it. That patient had these bruises too. This. It's finally shown itself. It's the virus colony. I wish I knew more about it before I tried removing it, but there's no other choice. Beginning extraction.
That camera moving is what kind of swindles me. Like, should avoid the blood vessels. Basically, everything I had been doing for the people who were infected by Rosalia earlier didn't amount to a damn thing. For all we know, they're probably dead by now because the virus relapsed.
Vessels have been detached.
Kind of tragic when you think about it.
Extraction complete. That's it. No, not yet. Something's coming. Don't relax. Damn! More of them?
Whoa!
This? What the hell? The mucus seeping from the colony is adhering to the detached blood vessel. This isn't good. We need to hurry and detach the blood vessel.
So then all of a sudden,
You're seeing the swindle now, aren't you?
so I gotta be fast.
Yup.
It's rejoined with the blood vessel. Cut it off again.
No! Ah!
So you're not playing this on hard mode. Don't complain.
I'm complaining anyway because
Trying to sever these things on hard mode.
got it.
Alright. Extract it before it begins its...
That's what you call balls deep.
This colony is different from the previous
Whoa.
ones. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, we have to extract it. Hey, wait a sec. We're dealing with an unknown virus. We can't just charge into this thing. What can we do then? There's no time for tests. Hey, give me some credit, huh? I am an expert diagnostician, you know. I'll figure out what it is, while you deal with removing it. Understood. I believe in you, friend.
I'm gonna go fast.
Beginning the extraction. I need to detach the blood vessels further. It did it again. I'll keep cutting it away as many times as it takes. That's pretty good.
It was gonna reattach anyway because I noticed the red border.
Yep. Never actually noticed that when I played it.
Yeah.
Be careful. I've detached the blood vessels. Now extract them. Hang on. I've determined something about it. It's soft tissue. Under these conditions, it can't be. There's no doubt about it. If you try to tear it off, it'll just rip. You'll need to peel it away carefully. That's impossible. If we take too long, the blood vessels will adhere it. It might be impossible, but it's the only way to save this patient. You'll have to extract it bit by bit while it's temporarily detached. Make it sound so easy. All right. I cannot lose.
No!
Swindle, swindle, swindle.
Yeah, I end up hitting a thing.
Cautiously continue on. Be careful. The colony's gonna tear.
Got it.
Extraction complete. Isn't it over with yet?
Bitch. 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 Bitch.
Looks like he'll be all right now. We can't let our guard down until we've closed him up. Let's go. All right. Let's reinforce the excised area. Will using rods be enough support? Yes. Give me 8 screws to use for the rods.
Bitch. Bitch. Bitch.
It's a standard procedure. Tighten the screws until they meet the guideline. Let's continue. side now.
Did you access that one?
I think. Maybe not. I don't even remember at this point.
Rock solid.
And when I get a Wii U this Christmas and I can actually play the game again, I'll let you know.
Okay.
The rod goes through the screws you just inserted. Watch the guideline. Rock solid. Now the other rod.
Rock solid. Yeah, I'm paying attention to how much it slides over to the other side. Just trying to go slide in the left, slide in the right.
Both rods have been inserted. Now place the fixators. Treatment complete. All done.
What, you're not gonna put the bones you sawed off back?
Nope.
You're not gonna. We're just gonna leave it back exposed? No!
I see nothing wrong with what just happened.
But we're not gonna.
We can't get too excited though. There are a lot of patients still out there. Right. Let's get this guy out of here and bring in the next patient.
I got that for that!
Yep.
Sheesh. We've got another patient incoming. This is gonna be a pain. Crying about it won't help anybody. Let's make sure we're ready. We're so damn serious all the time. Looks like we don't have a choice. Operation complete. All right. Bring in the next patient.
Dr. Cunningham, this patient's convulsing.
Oh, damn it. It just never ends. Just go. Leave this place to me. All right. I'll see you later. Bring some ribavirin, just in case we need it for next time. Miss Kimishima, Maria, I believe in you. Come on.
They're going all the way to Mexico.
Sí, Mexico.
I hope they come back with sombreros.
Sí, sombreros.
Oh.
Ready
How
for
long-
the final forensics mission?
How long is this one gonna be?
Longer than the last one.
Well then, that one's gonna take all night, so we're gonna have to do that one Friday!
Okay.
Because holy hell, this game suddenly ramped up the difficulty on me.
Yep, you've got, do you want to know how many missions you have left, by the way?
After the last forensics mission, I'm pretty sure there's one more endoscopy. Probably. One more endoscopy. No more, yeah, that was the last diagnosis, so we're done with diagnosis. Then we got another surgery, I'm guessing.
Yep.
And that it?
Technically, the endoscopy is split into two parts, but it's the same patient. It just pauses halfway through. So yeah.
Got it. Okay, so we go transition from endoscopy to surgery. Got it.
Yep.
And Dawnlight just now walked in. Yeah, you got bad timing, don't you, man? Because we all know that forensics takes a godload. I mean, one forensics, two endoscopy, one surgery. Got it. Okay. He just confirmed for me how much we got left, which is 4 more missions, and we'll have the game beat before we get unlocked
the achievements charts, the epilogue, and the X missions, which I'm probably not going to go ahead and tear my hair out doing.
No X missions in this one. Hard mode is the replacement for the X missions.
And I'm guessing that's the only way you're going to get XS ranks. And let me guess, have fun getting those, right?
You should try to get the XS rank on the hard mode of the last first response.
No! 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 No!
Pain
No!
and suffering.
No! No! If you want pain and suffering, I will come over to your house and I will slap you so hard you will know pain and suffering to the 10th power, you son of a bitch!
And then, while we're at it, the final boss, getting an XS on that, it's not a particularly hard mission, but the thing is, everything has to be perfect.
Oh.
Everything has to be perfect.
I hear second opinion is too short and easy. Wait, second
opinion and New Blood are about the same length, I thought. I guess New Blood is one chapter longer, but it's not. I mean, Trauma Team is by far the longest of the series.
Well, because you got 6 doctors, so naturally you're gonna want to show off. I mean, you have a compelling story that basically develops its doctors.
Yep. So, honestly, Troy, I thought New Blood was easier.
You told me New Blood had a lot of missions designed for 2 people!
There is that. I played the whole game with... Well, I played the whole game with a friend, but then I went back and played it by myself. Wait, Troy, you thought Second Opinion was easier than Team? Huh. I thought Trauma Team was by far the easiest, but...
You say Trauma Team is by far the easiest, yes, but I'm starting to see that Atlas difficulty in these missions now. I lost 3 fucking patients in the last first response!
Yeah.
I lost 3 patients!
And you lost your patience at the same time.
That was a disaster! That was a fucking disaster! Unlike the worst disaster like ever. God. Imagine that if they were dealing with guilt. Put first response, dealing with guilt.
Okay, I guess I can see Under the Knife 2 being the hardest.
Under the Knife 2.
I personally thought Under the Knife 1 was more difficult.
You know, I think I would have a better time with Under the Knife 2 because it's on the DS and all I gotta do is just hold my mouse instead of holding a Wiimote at the screen.
But see, if you're doing it that way, then you can't use the teleport bug to beat Mythos.
What the hell is a teleport bug?
So if you press 2 styluses onto the screen at the same time, the DS thinks that there's a stylus pushing down in the middle of those 2. And so when you're treating Mythos, you can use it to teleport the core past one of the lines of defense, and it is generally the safest strategy to use on the X mission if you can do it right.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything Under the Knife related.
To be fair, Bythos X is where I gave up.
Bythos X. You gave up on Bythos X. I'm gonna hate regular Bythos then if you gave up on the X. I mean, you breeze through everything.
Yeah.
Dunley says, I'm gonna hate that Neo guilt. Oh, right, when Adele is all like, Neo guilt, Dr. Stein! Oh, you know what else the healing touch is good for? It's also good for killing! Killing! Dude! Damn it, Adele!
I love these games.
Delta's went crazy and tried to kill Derek with something. We don't even know what he tried to kill him with.
It would would be logical to assume a scalpel.
Dude, it made a sound as if he was firing up a bone saw.
It could have been a bone saw.
He was trying to cut his throat with a bone saw. Or maybe he was trying to kill him with the laser. I don't know. You know what? I can't wait to get to Under the Knife Mirror. I mean, I just want to go just so I can get to that scene and laugh. I want to point at it and laugh.
That scene was great, though.
Cancer surgery, second opinion.
Yeah, there is that with Under the Knife too. It wasn't the most original in the series, but the Neo Guild was cool.
Some of Under the Knife operations were recycled from New Blood, it seems.
The bosses are all new, though.
Under the Knife too. Yeah, because Stigma, New Blood takes place in America, since I still hear that the whole series taking place in America from there on out was because Trauma Center did a lot better in the States than it did in Japan.
I guess, like
it's for sales though.
This game taking place in America, and you'll find out why in this next case, is an integral part of the plot. Like, it would not. The whole plot would fall apart if it took place in Japan.
They kind of railroaded themselves into kind of a corner anyway when Atlas America took the game and tried to translate it. So, I mean, did they not? I mean, do these people not communicate with each other and think this through?
No, they did the Phoenix Wright thing, and they said, "Oh, it's not in Japan, it's in America," and then they shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, because later games are starting to become more and more Japanesey, and how the hell are we covering this up again?
You see, these immigrants came over during World War II, and then they took their 2,000-year-old ancient demons with them. See, it makes sense. But to be fair, you could at least kind of pass that. When you hit this series, they ended up having to retcon their own localization because they screwed it up so badly.
Yeah, retcon their own localization, huh?
Yep.
Trauma Team's timeline is between Second Opinion and New Blood?
Yep.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Oh. So New Blood is kind of like the latest in the timeline then?
Yeah.
Wow, so many outbreaks. So, what the hell was Caduceus then?
Good question.
Duh, like Jobs, I can assure you they could beat Second Opinion on easy in one stream. But I don't want to play it on easy, because then, I mean, everybody and their mama call me a pussy and everything. I want to eat it, not be it.
You should play it on hard mode.
No.
Yeah.
No. That doesn't make me hard. Why are the bomb missions in the first place? Why are they having a surgeon disarm bombs?
To be fair, your assistant is on the bomb squad. So, or no, not on the. She dated a guy on the bomb squad.
She dated. Angie dated a guy on the.
No. Angie's not the assistant for that one.
She dated a guy on the bomb squad.
The woman who's your assistant for that mission, they call her the Iron Vixen for a reason.
Why are we doing this though?
Because there's a bomb and somebody's got to disable it.
But, Savada was guilt to be a lot more epic than Stigma.
I generally like Guilt better, yeah. As far as final bosses go, though, I think I honestly like Cardia better than Savato. I mean, Savato was more cool in the fact that, well, I don't want to spoil it for Just, but what it looks like and is doing and everything, but yeah, I thought the Cardia operation was more fun.
Cardia is Stigma, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I know he looks. Well, but fuck Neo Guilt.
I like the Neo Guilt.
Because it made Adele go crazy.
No, I mean, they're just really fun. I mean, they're insanely hard if you're playing on hard mode or the X missions, but they're fun.
Neo Guilt is basically, yeah. Alright, so, that's enough of the after stream chatting or whatever. I mean, I'm running like 21 minutes overtime. Anyway, Don, so you came in late. Hopefully you can try to come in a little earlier next time. I'm gonna have to be a little bit more on point on when I say I'm gonna start streaming. But yeah. That being said, if Evan even did anything with Trauma Center, he will probably go ahead and try to inject steroids into Ebola so to see what happens. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable, given Evan.
Yeah. But anyway, that aside, this will be your boy Jobs signing out. This guy Russ, I don't know what he's gonna do, but why did I scream?
I don't know. Why did you scream?
Good question.